So guys, welcome to the mid of the summer perfume haul video in which I will run you through top 10 of brand new perfumes that have just recently joined my collection. So if you want to find out more about them, make sure to keep on watching because all the details are coming up right now. But before we get started, I would like to ask everyone who is new here, please subscribe to my channel, and guys, if you enjoy watching perfume hauls, then make sure to give this one a huge thumbs up, and once you're done with that, we can get started. Hello everyone and welcome to another On the Floor chatty episode. Let me know if you enjoy watching these casual videos. I personally have a lot of fun filming them, and in this one I want to share with you top 10 new perfumes in my collection. So without further ado, I would like to know which fragrance was the last purchase of yours. So make sure to comment down below which perfume you bought recently, and I'm getting started. And to open this list, I want with 3 fragrances from the same brand. You can guess which one. Of course, it is 4160 Tuesdays, one of my most favorite indie perfume houses that is based in the United Kingdom. And if you ask me from which brands I have most bottles from, that would be probably it. So I recently bought these 3 fragrances, and the reason why, well, first of all, I have Babylon Sunset right here, and I believe when I first started my YouTube channel, Sarah McCartney, who is the perfumer behind this brand, kindly sent me a whole bunch of samples from her collection, and I remember how much I loved this almost bubblegummy, really fruity, delicious, powdery fragrance with a beautiful note of peach that is truly popping in there. It is sweetened by honey. There is kind of like vanillic, musky, woody floral dry down, and it smells a little bit classy but at the same time very modern. So I find that this perfume is a lot of fun, and I think if you like fruity florals and you would love them to have very natural vibe, you will adore this. At least I do, and it took me quite some time to add it to my collection, but I am so glad that finally I purchased it because it is very easygoing. It is truly in my style. I can wear it everywhere I go, so it's a very versatile perfume for me. Something else that is a little less versatile, also from the same brand, but is truly fantastic for the days when I'm feeling more creative, is Who Knew perfume designed for those who are not really into rose fragrances, because in here you will get acidic, very sharp rose. Also, it is quite a green perfume, but it has beautiful and very sweet dry down. So it's quite interesting, but in the opening you will smell something metallic and sharp and green and gasoline-like, but then it quickly turns into this tea rose, which I enjoy very much. And because of this fragrance that I received in the bundle of those samples, I decided that I finally need to get these 2 fragrances that have been in my collection, the sample form, for a long time, but now the time has come to, you know, go really crazy on them. And actually, because of this fragrance, Who Knew, because it is such an interesting and creative rose, not like roses you've smelled before. Believe me, if you think you don't like rose, check this one out, because in my opinion it's also quite unisex. Like, you know, men think that roses are very feminine. In fact, it really depends how the rose smells, and this one is metallic, it is sharp, it's slightly oily, and I really like the blend of very opposite contrasting notes in there. So because of that fragrance, because it is sort of like a fresh rose, I started wearing more fresh rose fragrances. And recently I posted a video that I filmed in a rose garden about my top 10 most favorite rose perfumes that I like to wear in the summertime. So just in case you're looking for summer rose recommendations, make sure to watch that video. It is kind of lovely in the rose park. But finally, the 3rd perfume that I purchased from 4160 Tuesdays is Complicated Shadows, and this is their newest release that is kind of like from the collection of these shadow fragrances that smell really expensive, because there is orris, there is narcissus, and those are very expensive materials. This one is a little bit darker than previous shadows, but I love that it reminds me of my favorite brand Guerlain, and the similarity with Shalimar is definitely there, believe it or not, but I enjoy this one a little bit more because it is a little bit more modern than, you know, sweet and heavy Shalimar. This one has almost like a beautiful and aromatic tea note in there. So I really enjoyed, and it is different from Sarah McCartney's typical fruity florals that speak to me anyway, but Complicated Shadows might be the most beautiful fragrance from her that I've experienced. So let's just say if you like Shalimar and its DNA, however you're not into the current formulations of it that are available on the market at the moment, you might really enjoy this because it has this deep powdery orris root note that is surrounded by fluffy vanilla with lemony citruses in the opening, and it is just so much more potent than Shalimar that we can find in the shop. You just need to imagine something that gives it a little bit of an aromatic lift, maybe a tea note, and of course less animalics and leather. So I purchased this perfume blindly and I'm very satisfied with it because I trust Sarah McCartney's perfume skills, and there are only few fragrances in her collection that didn't work out for me. And unlike its name, Complicated Shadows, this perfume wears casually and not complicated at all. Just in case you want more like a guide through her collection, which is really big and I kind of like it. I have an entire video that is dedicated to my top favorites, so make sure to check it out. I will leave links to the videos I refer to and other popular ones down below in the description box, so make sure to check it out. Also for the discounts, if you're looking for some niche perfumes, I will leave all the helpful information there. But I want to move on to 3 Montale fragrances that I purchased in the summertime, and I got them in this trio box. So if you go on their official website and you check the set options, you can get this trio of 20 mls, which is kind of very handy, particularly if you have a big collection and you just want to check out some perfumes that you might want to blind buy, like I did with these ones. There is another one that's like Velvet Fantasy, which is 2021's release, and it didn't work out for me. In case you're wondering why, you can check out my review on these 3 fragrances, but I want to let you know how I feel about Mango Manga that I got for my best of episode about mango fragrances. So just in case you're into that note, make sure to watch that list. But I was really underwhelmed by this perfume that really didn't work for me, which was quite surprising actually, because I'm a fan of Montale's fragrances. I know that it's not the brand for everyone because their perfumes are beast mode, they are very strong, they can smell synthetic, but I kind of like their vibe, and I don't even mind that lots of their perfumes are very repetitive and smell similar. Mango Manga is fragrance like I've never smelled before, and in the opening it really smells like mango, truly realistically, because it's not overly sweet. It is fruity but with that tartness that you can find in mangoes as well. But something really happens in the dry down or even through the middle. I can smell almost like a chlor note, you know, sort of like very clean and sharp, lily of the valley. I don't know. This perfume really requires time, you know, and I don't really wear it that often because in the opening it's amazing, but then once we get to the dry down, I'm like, oh my god, I want to get you off, but I can't, because if you wash it, you know, sometimes perfumes turn even stronger. So anyway, I have hard times with these perfumes, but who knows, maybe after a while I will get used to it. The only fragrance I haven't smelled from the trio is Mukalat. I purchased it because it should smell like candy, and I kind of like sweet perfumes, but haven't smelled it yet, so I'm waiting for the perfect occasion to wear that perfume because I expect it to be very bold. Something else that I wear every day though, that becomes kind of like my go-to easy grab fragrance, is the new flanker from Abercrombie and Fitch's perfume Fierce, and it is called Naturally Fierce. So first of all, I adore this cute bottle. Second of all, this perfume has most interesting and unique notes such as agave with cactus and sunflower, coconut with orange blossom, plumeria, sandalwood, vetiver, and moss. It's very affordable. It smells like creamy woodsiness. It's just perfect unisex perfume. It's for women who prefer rather masculine smelling fragrances, but still you want something very cozy. It's a sexy fragrance to which I've already dedicated an entire video, so make sure to check that out. And you've probably already seen my best of episode about cherry, because I've been like crazy about cherries, and for that video I purchased this one from Mancera that is called Wild Cherry. And you guys, this is a stunning banger from Mancera in an absolutely fantastic bottle. This perfume is definitely not for everyone. I can describe it as sour and very fruity cherry with lots of patchouli. So this is seductiveness in a bottle. This you want to wear if you're going on a date and you want to smell bold, or you're that person who prefers really strong and intense fragrances. It's quite odd because it is so sour, so juicy, so rich, and at the same time extremely powdery, and you know that I love powdery perfumes. So Wild Cherry is definitely my type of perfume that is great for the nighttime. So I had a sample of it and I just knew that my best of cherry episode is perfect opportunity to get myself one. And another opportunity why I purchased another fragrance from Mancera was my Fresh Roses video that I've already referred to, and this one is called Roses Greedy. Now Mancera and Montale, they have lots of rose fragrances. This is one of my most favorite ones because rose in here is really strong and it is very fresh. It smells sort of synthetic, but I would rather describe it as perfumey, elegant, exquisite fragrance that with which you will get noticeable because it is very strong and catchy, and I just always love to go back to it. So once again, as with Wild Cherry, I had a sample of it and I just loved it so much that I could not wait any longer and got myself a big bottle of this fantastic rose perfume. It might be not for everyone just because it is quite perfumey, but like in a nice way. If you like Mancera or Montale and their DNA, if you know what I'm talking about, and I'm pretty much sure that you do, I think you might enjoy it. I just find it's amazing. Once again, one of my biggest favorites, have been on my wish list for a long time. You might remember me talking about it in the past, and so finally I got that one. And actually, when I look at these perfumes, of course I have some blind buys like Montale's. I have a brand new fall in love, get it right away fragrance, but actually I purchased many perfumes I've been dreaming about, like 4160 Tuesdays, like Mancera, and like, are you ready, Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. Maybe you think I'm crazy because, you know, once the hype was going on, I was like, I don't need it. But, you know, my cherry video, I kind of use it like an excuse. But what can beat this boozy, extremely gorgeous, powdery sweet, delicious juicy, dark cherry that doesn't smell syrupy, that smells so intoxicating. I love this fragrance, and in the past I said it doesn't deserve the hype. Now I'm not sure. Anyway, I am very glad that it joined my collection because it's a collection worthy. Let me know how you feel about Lost Cherry. Let me know if you find it's funny that I got it after so many years not having it. But with that being said, I guess that completed this top 10 list of my mid of the summer perfume purchases. And if you enjoyed this little haul, then make sure to give it a huge thumbs up because that will really help to grow my channel, guys. And I sincerely appreciate your time and tuning in, and I just love chatting with you. That's why I would like to know, first of all, what was your recent perfume purchase, and second of all, guys, let me know if you know any of the mentioned fragrances today, and if not, if I got you curious in them. So I'm looking forward to hear from you, and of course, if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. So drop me a comment, make sure to subscribe if you are already subscribed, and turn on notifications so you will be updated when I post new and cool videos. And if they are already on active, make sure to turn them off and turn them again, because YouTube's algorithm and system goes crazy sometimes. And if you want more content from me, you can always follow me on my social media, and you can surely Let me know which kind of videos you're interested in. Maybe there is a topic you want me to cover, and if so, just let me know and I will do that with pleasure. And I have many interesting videos planned for August and also for autumn, so make sure to stay tuned, smell good, and we'll see each other really soon. Bye guys!